Hi, you can call me the gaming science teacher, and welcome to your weekly rundown of Oculus Quest-centric virtual reality news. So to start off with some new software announcements this week, VRMMO VR announced in their newsletter that Zenith will be available for pre-order for a very short window. It will only be for one more day for $20. Zenith is a very early anime-inspired VR MMO RPG. It will be set in a futuristic fantasy world, and it will, according to Forbes, have gesture-based abilities and melee inspired by Beat Saber. The devs did confirm to me on Discord that they are, quote, committed to shipping on Quest. So even if by some chance this is not accepted onto the official Oculus Quest store, anyone who pre-orders should be able to play on Quest through side loading at the very least. But as I mentioned, this is very, very early. I would say anyone considering pre-ordering this is taking a pretty big risk. We do not have any gameplay footage. We do have a little bit of in-engine footage that was posted on Reddit and some concept art, but no in-game footage. It's very early. We don't know very much about this game, Zenith. The devs who are working on it have previously worked on a virtual reality game called Counter-Strike, and that's basically all we know at this point. But I am pretty excited for and looking forward to what will be, I think, the second MMORPG after Orbis VR available in virtual reality. We also have Upload VR bringing us some news about SpiderMan Far From Home. Sony Picture Virtual Reality Senior Vice President Jake Zim told Upload that, quote, we have had a lot of requests for a Quest build. We're considering all of our options and are working with our developers and the platforms to figure out the best way to manage the demand. So Quest owners might be getting the SpiderMan Far From Home. That seemed to have a pretty good response. Everyone was saying it was the swinging on the webs through the city that they've been looking for. In new software releases on the Quest, a very slow week compared to the 5+ releases we had last week. This week we've got Accounting Plus releasing on the Quest store from developer Crows. It is going for $11.99. I do want to point out the rating on this is M for mature, suggested for 17 years and older, and I would strongly suggest adhering to that suggested age and being aware that there is a lot of adult content in this game. One of the descriptions that the developer gives is that Accounting Plus is an aberration of warped technology, weird worlds, and strange, disturbing creatures. I would say that's fairly accurate. This is one of those games that has that weird kind of humor. If you like the show Rick and Morty, if you like the other VR game Trover Saves the Universe, that's the kind of humor that's in Accounting Plus. If that's your kind of thing, you should like this game. If you don't like that weird kind of humor, then you'll want to stay away from Accounting Plus. So this is one that you probably either love it or hate it. And that was the only new software release we got on the Quest, but there are a few bits about software updates to existing games. The first news, I mentioned Orbis VR a moment ago, and they have announced on Reddit that it is now free to play Orbis VR up to level 10 on Steam. So essentially a demo version of their game available on Steam where there are no restrictions. You can play pretty much as you want up to level 10. And when, of course, asked about whether this type of demo would become available on Quest, their response was that they have to get additional permission from Oculus to put a demo on Quest, and that they're in the process of talking with them about that. So this is really great news because Orbis looks like a really deep, game that you can get lost in. It is the first VRMMO RPG available, and I would be very interested in checking it out, but at the price that it's offered, you don't necessarily want to just go in head first without getting a chance to try it out and see what it's like. So I think that's a really great option, and I really do hope that they're able to work with Oculus to bring that demo to the Quest as well. We also had an update from Big Screen Beta on Reddit, where they announced an update where they're going to be launching the new Big Screen Home, and they're also teasing a new secret product. We have no idea what that secret is, but they're teasing that pretty hard. A number of other updates that they are talking about in their Reddit post, including movie nights, where they're going to be selling tickets to watch premium movies in partnership with major Hollywood studios, and that should be coming hopefully by end of summer, they estimate. And finally, in software updates, a couple of games just had a number of small updates. Drop Dead Dual Strike from Pixel Toys and Sports Scramble from Armature Studio both released updates with some small improvements and bug fixes. You can check out Reddit or Armature's website for the details on those updates. With some other news categories, we had this week Perp Games announcing that they're going to be presenting the VR Games Showcase at Gamescom, which is going to be this August 20th through the 22nd. And after Upload's E3 VR Showcase last month, it's really great to see that we're getting more virtual reality at these games conferences and having virtual reality represented a little bit more. So at this showcase, the VR Games Showcase, just a few of the titles that they're going to be showcasing include The Curious Tale of the Stolen Pets by Fast Travel Games, which is coming to Quest, Acron Attack of the Squirrels by Resolution Games, which is also coming to Quest, and the one that caught my eye was something that we haven't seen before, An Adventure in Wonderland. This is from Cortopia Studios, who are the makers of Wands. And just based on the one little bit of art, the little screenshot that we got, this definitely looks like something that we could see on Quest. But we have no information about it, no confirmation that it is coming to Quest, but it's something brand new that we don't really have much more information about. So I will be interested in tuning in August 20th through the 22nd to see more about An Adventure in Wonderland. So on Wednesday of this past week, there were Facebook server issues that impacted the internet as a whole, including Oculus users. Oculus support tweeted out that they are, quote, aware of issues around downloading software affecting some users. So for Quest and Rift users, the main impact was that when you tried to download something from the store, you were unable to do so. But of course, Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp were all also affected, all owned by Facebook. Oculus also announced their Oculus Summer Sale on Rift and Go. Unfortunately, nothing for us Quest owners, which is not terribly surprising. It's a brand new piece of hardware. They're probably going to wait until the rush subsides before putting some sales on the Oculus Quest. But it's a little bit disappointing. There were a few titles, as a matter of fact, I want to say one or two titles that are cross-buy that were on sale on the Rift store, and a few people snagged them and got them for the sale price for Quest, and subsequently those sales were removed even from the Rift store. So it was, as Oculus found out about the situation, they had to retract those sales. However, I've saved what I think is the best little tidbit of information for last. Although there is nothing on sale on the official Oculus Quest store, Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes is on sale on Humble Bundle for $5 and only for one more day. So if you're interested, you have to act fast. Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes is a fantastic game where the person in VR has a bomb in front of them that they have to try and defuse, and it's full of intricate and complicated puzzles about cutting wires and inputting different words or numbers and things like that. And it is a couch co-op game where one or more of your friends outside of VR has a manual in front of them, and they have to flip through this convoluted manual that tries to help them help you disarm the bomb. And you could also play remotely. Remote multiplayer is not supported in the game, but if you have any way to communicate with the other person, Skype or Discord or a phone call, whatever it might be, if you can talk to the other person and they can talk to you, then you can also play remotely. And this game is available on every platform known to mankind. So it's available in VR for Rift, Quest, Go, Steam. It's available on PC. I'm pretty sure it's available on Mac. It's available on PlayStation, on Nintendo Switch, and very soon they're bringing it to Android and iOS. So you can play this game on whatever platform you want. But of course, it's going to be really cool to be in VR with the bomb, even though you could play on a flat screen. And if you're interested in getting this deal from Humble Bundle for your Quest, all you need to do is, from the email, redeem the Oculus key. Make sure that you redeem the Oculus key from Humble, and then when you redeem that in the Oculus store, the game will then appear for free for you when you go into the Quest store, and then you can download it. So excellent game. Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes for $5. I highly recommend it. It's a ton of fun. All right, well, that's going to do it for this week's Oculus Quest-centric VR news. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, stay tuned for more. Maybe tell a friend, and remember to never stop learning.